Okay, hello girls. Let's continue. Masih lagi bab 1. Kita lihat 1.2 about meristematic tissues and growth. Alright, so have you observed the development of a plant from a seedling anak benih sehingga dia menjadi adult plant? So usually, which part of the plant will grow first? So this is related to seedlings, the growth of seedlings. We are talking about the meristematic tissues. Okay, so there are undifferentiated living tissues in plants which are responsible for plant growth. Plant growth. So who are they? They are the meristematic tissues. Okay. Meristem tissues ataupun meristematic tissues terbahagi kepada apical meristem tissue and also lateral meristem tissue. Apical comes from the word apex, hujung ya, hujung tidak kira lah, hujung atas kah atau hujung bawah. Kalau lateral meaning tepi, di sebelah tepi. Okay. So let's look at this root apical meristems, shoot apical meristems. Yang ini hujung atas, yang ini hujung bawah. Okay, kalau lateral, dia berada di sebelah tepi kiri dan juga tepi kanan. Okay, as you cut this, the cross section of it, you will see ada label cork cambium. Okay, dan juga vascular cambium. Cork cambium, vascular cambium. Masih ingat vascular tadi? Vascular tissue is on about the phloem and also xylem. Okay, revise. The changes in organisms starts from zygote to adult. Okay, is known as growth and development. So you have learned about it actually in humans and animals. Remember back in chapter 15? Okay. So masih ingat apakah definisi bagi pertumbuhan? Okay, the zone of, let's continue on. Kita fokus untuk melihat kepada zone yang terlibat dalam pertumbuhan sel. Okay, so the tips and the shoots can be divided into 3 zones. Just now, tadi kita cakap dia tidak kira hujung atas, shoot pucuk, dan juga hujung dekat bawah, that will be the roots. Tapi sekarang ni kita lihat, kita fokus pada bahagian atas dulu, pucuk atas. Ada zone cell division, zone of cell elongation. Nah, sini. Shoot apical meristems. Cell division dulu, diikuti cell elongation, cell differentiation. Alright. So the growth that happens in these zones, it is called primary growth. Jadi semua pertumbuhan yang berlaku pada zon-zon ini namanya primary growth. So later on there will be secondary growth. Okay. Okay, kalau di bahagian bawah, hujung bawah, that is root apical meristem. Okay, hujung bawah pun sama juga. So you start with here, okay, zone of cell division dekat hujung bawah dulu. Okay, diikuti cell elongation punya zone, and then you have the zone of cell differentiation. Okay, boleh ya? Okay, so let's go into the first one, zone of cell division dulu. So apa yang berlaku? It takes place at the apical meristems, which consists of actively dividing meristem cells, and that is called mitosis, this process. Okay, still remember the punya significance of mitosis? Mitosis berfungsi dalam pertumbuhan. Okay, so the increase in the number of cells. Mitosis kan? Jadi dia akan menyebabkan tumbuhan itu memanjang, batang itu lagi panjang. Daripada anak benih, anak pokok, dia jadi tumbuhan dewasa, dia makin memanjang. Okay, why? Because of the increase in the number of cells, and that is mitosis. Okay, kita cakap apical meristems ini memang dia aktif membahagi. So when new cells are forming, the cells formed previously are pushed to the zone of elongation. Apa maksudnya tu? Maksudnya kalau dia sudah membahagi, sudah banyak, increase the number of cells, tidak cukup tempat, jadi dia akan push ke bawah lah. Jadi ini yang menyebabkan tumbuhan tu memanjang sebab dia bilangan sel bertambah. Okay. So meristem cells over here dalam cell division, you see the nucleus. This is the cytoplasm. Bakul dia masih kecil, ada cell wall. Okay, cell elongation punya zone pula. Okay. Jadi apa yang berlaku? Bakul tadi masih kecil kan? Sekarang sudah bertambah besar. Okay, lama-lama besar-besar sehingga dia boleh combine, bentuklah satu large vacuole. Jadi banding tadi, initially begini, eventually begini. So can you see the difference? Okay, so let's look at the characteristics. So consists of cells that are increasing in size. Okay, happens through water diffusion by osmosis. Okay, absorption of nutrients. Okay, semua ini ada dalam vacuole. Maka vacuole dia punya kandungan utama adalah air. Okay, air osmosis is the process. Okay, so small vacuoles fuse. Banyak-banyak yang kecil ni akan combine membentuk yang besar. Proses itu kita panggil vacuolation. So the diffuse water exerts pressure. Dia akan menghasilkan tekanan, exerts pressure to the cell walls. Maksudnya dia akan push ke arah luar. Saat tekanan tinggi di sini ni. Okay, elongates and widens the cell. Ini yang menyebabkan kenapa dia boleh mengembang saat ada tekanan dari dalam. Okay, zone of cell differentiation pula consists of differentiating cells, differentiate once they have reached their maximum size. Tadi mereka sedang membesar, okay, kemudian perlahan-lahan sudah sampai size yang paling maksimum. Jadi macam mana? Mereka harus membeza. Okay, buat pembezaan, proses pembezaan. Differentiate. Maksudnya mereka ni mau jadi specialized into something sudah ni. So its purpose is to form permanent tissue. Boleh nampak dia punya hubungan tak? From meristematic tissue bagaimana jadi permanent tissue. Maksudnya kalau permanent tissue tu dia punya asal memang meristematic tissues. Okay, so what is the purpose? Remember ya, kalau zone of cell differentiation tu purpose dia is to form permanent tissues. So examples, epidermis, cortex, xylem, phloem. Semua ni example of permanent tissues. You have seen it in previous lessons. So cells change the shapes, structures. Mereka sudah berubah ni, sudah jadi specialist. Okay, with specific functions. Okay, sudah specialized into certain area sudah ni. So example, epidermal cells in leaves. Leaves tu memang ada epidermal cells kan? Dia akan differentiate form gut cells yang control opening dengan closing stoma itu. And also epidermal cells in the roots yang modified. Macam in the previous lesson, I already mentioned these two examples where the root has cells and also gut cells. They are example of modified epidermal cells. Again, can you see the relationship? Okay, sebenarnya ini kita kena buat eksperimen ini to prepare microscope slides. Saat kita mau lihat dia punya 3 zone itu. Zone of cell division, cell elongation, cell differentiation. Okay, so you'll be using this stain, acetylocene stain, purple itu. Okay, to be able to enable you to see the different stages of this zone. Okay, we see lah. Nanti habis PKP kita boleh buat eksperimen ini. Ataupun kita buat observation melalui mikroskop sahaja. Okay, boleh?